I'm gonna have to look at. Let's see.
So far, so good on the volume. So good job.
Yeah. Not gonna be able to see if anybody. You're not gonna be able to see if anybody raises their hand. So I'm gonna go over this while I'm writing. I need to. Okay, what's going on with my cart here, guys?
Guys, we're gonna start real quick. Meeting.
Is that good, guys? Right at my sitting down.
I just wanted to say good morning, happy new year. Appreciate everything that you guys did. Had a wonderful relaxing break. I know a couple days of quiet, and we're right back at it. Things are going smooth. We're continuing to really focus the kids on travel values. So this month we've been focusing each month on a letter. So this month we're focusing on what does it look like to be engaged. And earlier this week I talked to the kids on some days we come into school and we're super, super tired, but we still have to be here. So what do? What are some things that we can do to help us feel tired or feeling places we're not feeling ready? And so just kind of having conversations with the kids about being respectful. This morning we talked about hallway expectations. It's loud in the hallway, so we do the reminders of we're in the hallway. What does it look like? What does it look like? Just to really reinforce rebel values for everything. Really embracing the idea of being a rebel, being a leader, being a role model. We gave out. We've been doing certificates each month for students to earn awards. I went through and gave all the December certificates. We had snowed it. It's out, so also we'll do it again this month for kids who are really showing what it means to be rebel and trying to encourage and celebrate things that that's the group. That's kind of like what's been really working through. Kids have been really effective and kids are having a great time just continuing to remind everybody has done it. We appreciate it. You guys did the Winter Wonderland. It was a great event. So thank you for that. So keep hearing about the laser show and whatever stuff. Thank you. Right. Is there anything you have any questions or anything for me about what's going on in school?
No. Allison, just thank you for your support at Winter Wonderland. I appreciate you being there. I know you weren't feeling 100%, but I really appreciate you being there, supporting us, being a face of the school. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. And I look forward to being at the auction in March too.
Yeah, we're excited.
All right. Thanks, everybody. One ticket sold.
Well, I saw yours is pending in there, like, are you a pending ticket? It's not, what's going on? I clicked on it, yours like, okay. She's very excited. Hi, Amber. That's it. Oh.
Mid coffee, sorry.
Thank you everyone for coming. Happy January. We are back in the swing of things. We'll do a quick review of our recent event. So we had laser tag in November. We had about 140 kids attend, which was good. It was a huge moneymaker. So I think we'll just look for feedback from parents and kids to see if it was worth doing. If we should explore doing it again, maybe change it up a little bit so it's later in the day. It's actually dark when they do it. We're not aiming to always raise a lot of money on our events. Things like, the Sweetheart Dance is the Wonderland or our community event, bring people together. So, your kids had a great time. Great. If they didn't, let us know so that we can. Winter Wonderland, as Allison said, was an awesome event. Thank you, Shannon and Amber. We had over 500 people attend, which was huge. There are a lot of new things, but still some of our traditional things. So very happy, and it was a great event. And thank you to all the teachers that came to it. Holiday shop. Thank you to Erin and Jen who ran it. The kids loved coming to shop. We made $4,400 on that, which is great.
Awesome.
And the kids just have a blast shopping and being able to get their own gifts.
I think she said awesome, but I just want to make sure she.
I was trying to write down the names.
Charleston Prep, thank you to those who ordered. That was just a super easy fundraiser on our part. We raised like $3,200 on that one. Their stuff is really great, the wrapping paper. I know my mother's on it for it every year. So
We had lots of compliments.
yeah. The playground shade structures are fully installed. Thank you, Danielle. Spearheading that.
Yeah.
Finally. The shades will be put up in the spring when the snow's gone. The sensory pathways have been purchased and they actually have been delivered. They're sitting right behind us, so we'll deliver them to Sarah Sanborn, who used her grant for that, and that's the PTO sponsored the rest of it. So the sensory pathways are essentially vinyl decals that go on the floor to help with movement breaks and brain breaks, you know, to jump through the ABCs or do a plank here or that kind of thing. That one will be going in the hallway outside the ELC classrooms, and then another one will be going in a hallway with all the windows between the cafeteria and the 4th grade wing. The PTO gave some holiday thank you cookie trays to both offices and custodians. We couldn't do what we do without their help. Just a little token of thank you. And we also gave $5 Starbucks gift cards to any teacher, staff who have volunteered at an event to say thank you. A token because their help is so amazing, and to see a teacher or staff face their great, so we just wanted to acknowledge it. Yeah, moving on. New business, 1st grade social studies fair. Lexi, you were got the show on that one on January 21st.
Yep, January 21st, certificates are being made. We have 16 or 17. We have 17 signups as of last night.
And an email went out yesterday, hopefully from the class parents to remind their kids.
Yep, the from parents for 1st grade should have sent out an email with more information. I do know that there was some confusion. I got a few, texts or emails. The project is basically just picking a country that they want to learn a little bit about and making some kind of poster with information on it. It doesn't have to be elaborate or huge or a deep dive into anything. This is an optional project. It's supposed to be fun and it's kind of getting their feet wet on their first kind of report project. So just learning a few facts that they can share with people as they walk around and make a fun poster to show them.
And if anyone's interested, who should they email?
I know on the flyer it says that they can email Elise. You can also email me.
I got one email.
Okay.
And it was just like, tell me about the boards. Like, do we have a trifold or
Right,
is it a
right,
poster
right,
board? And I
right.
was like, literally whatever you want.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the only questions, like I said, that I got were, what am I supposed to do? We don't understand. So, yeah, if anybody has questions, they can email me, which is just my last name, Martivano, number 4 at Gmail. Or you can email Elise and she can forward it on to me.
Or even email the PTO.
Or email the PTO also. Yep, that's fine. Cool. But yeah, 21st, so that's coming up.
Okay, the National Circus Project, that's coming up at the end of the month. The PTO is sponsoring them to come in. The gym classes do a circus unit for a week or so. And Jack and Casey and Jamie out will bring them guys in. So the students actually watch videos of these performers, so they'll be in the classroom teaching them, which is really cool. So it'll be a whole school assembly for K to 5, and then 3, 4, 5 will have individual workshops with the performers and learn how to plate spin and juggle and those kinds of things. That's coming up on the 22nd. Sweetheart Dance tickets are on sale. You can go to our website and go to the programs and events, the flyers there to order. There is a sensory friendly session at the beginning of the afternoon for those that are interested. It's a shorter time frame and a different price point. We would welcome anyone to come to that, as well as the afternoon and evening sessions. Anything else to say on that? And that's good.
You guys have anything else to be on?
Sweetheart Dan, yeah.
No,
Just get your tickets.
get your tickets, get your outfits, get ready.
And I think you guys are gonna probably post the
Yep,
volunteer
we're gonna work on
sign
the
up.
volunteer sign up today, so that should be out very soon.
We'll post it by the end of the week, so anybody who wants to volunteer, that's always a fun one, because when you have children going with your spouse, it's easy to show up to.
Our carnations for our teachers will be on sale again this year. Look for the flyer to go home the last week of January. They'll be $2 a stem, like always, cash or check only, and they'll be delivered on the 12th. Again, these are from students to teachers or staff. It's not.
Did you say $2?
Sorry, $2 a stem, yeah. And it's for teachers and staff that are in the building only. We can't really bring them to the Board of Ed building and to bus drivers, and I guess tricky and.
Like my mom put that.
Yes, we do.
Just.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, sorry. I mean, I have never purchased one, I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, we sold like 1,300
A lot
carnations
this
last
year.
year. So hopefully we'll get there again. We're gonna release a nice big order from Costco ahead of time. So we had mentioned earlier that we made quite a bit of money on the holiday shop and the Charleston Wrap fundraisers, which we did account for in our spending. And we've had a grade ask for money to pay for the buses for a field trip. In addition to the funds that we gave each grade to spend to bring in programs. So we thought we could divide that $7,500 up amongst each grade, so they can get $1,250 to spend either to bring in another program or to put towards a field trip if they take there, or if there's, I don't know, materials that their grade could use to spend that way. So we just have to go.
I just wanna mention, I did tell the teacher that had reached out about the buses. I said, yeah, we're anticipating that we're gonna vote and it should go okay. He said, oh, there's gonna be $1,250, maybe we won't, and we'll charge the families the $5 for the buses, but we're gonna buy. They need some sort of resources for whatever program that they're doing. She was like, we could use that money really well for all, all the first grade classes or whatever, so it's nice to see that there is still consideration for doing educational centered.
I would assume all the teachers in that grade would have to agree on.
Right, so we would
Yeah.
tell the team leaders, the grade leader, that you have this money to spend and figure out how you'd like to do it.
And ladies, I just like quick comment, really appreciate you putting the funds right back into the classrooms, supporting the field trips. The teacher gift cards for volunteering was a huge hit. I know it's $5, but like, there were so many teachers that were so appreciative of being acknowledged for spending their time, their own time to help us. And I think that goes a long way. Like a thank you, appreciation. They do a lot, right? Outside of their time. So
Right.
thank you for appreciating them and acknowledging them. It was huge.
Thanks, Amber.
So let's go on spending that extra $1,250 per grade. Make a motion, sorry. To vote. All in favor? Great, all right, awesome. We'll work on that one. Actually, Erin, you can let me know. Yes, you can be the bearers of excitement, but okay. Here's the bearer of that. All right, our auction is coming up March 21st at the Amber Room, a night in Hollywood. Tickets will be out on sale soon. Invitations will be going out soon. This is where we shamelessly ask for donations. If you know anybody that works at a great company, if you have an uncle that works on Broadway, anybody that you feel comfortable asking if we can have a really cool prize from them to put on their donation, would be awesome. We can ask too, if you want to send over names. We're gonna be going all around asking
we already started, we already have the New Fairfield Wrestling is donating, Hartford Yard Goats is donating. Henkel, thanks to Nicole Lyons. You know, we're on it, we started already, so that's exciting. Just to mention, blanket statement, a night at Hollywood is like, think Oscars, but semi-formal. Just in case anyone's thinking like Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood Beach, that's not we're going for California, Hollywood. And, yeah, not Baywatch.
And also, room parents, an email will be coming out this week, letting you know who your buddy class is, because you will be responsible for making your basket, with your buddy class. A reminder, as we just talked about, if you have an idea to like reach out to Starbucks or Dunkin' to get like any kind of gifts for your basket, please don't. Because that's what we'll be doing to get other items for our, auction items. If you know somebody in your family, like, right, they could do it for their own basket.
Right.
But the local, like, you know, like Bruno's and Biscotti's and places like that, please leave that to,
Unless, Scotty is your cousin. and
Exactly.
One that he's gonna give you a great gift, to Scotty's gift card.
exactly.
Go right ahead.
So more info this week about your buddy classes and what you're responsible for. So by Friday, you should have that in your inbox.
I have a question. And I'm sorry, 'cause I've never been to one of these, but do you guys ever have businesses just like sponsor, like donate towards the cost of the event and put them in like a brochure or like a sign?
So-
Do you guys ever do-
Years ago, we used to do that, go out for sponsorships and, you know, sponsor the DJ or sponsor the favors or something. We stopped doing that, but just because we felt bad asking for money.
But if there's
So
a,
if there's something,
you know, I think we could definitely put it towards like our band. Our band is a little bit higher in price than I think we've done in the past, not significantly higher, but we wanted to make it a really fantastic event. So that could probably help, you know, cut down costs there.
Yeah, or if you wanna sponsor the photo booth, or if you wanna sponsor, you know, the favors or something.
Oh, that's really good.
Let us
Yeah.
know.
Do you know, like, what, they need to put like a sticker on it?
Yeah,
or
so a
something?
couple of years ago, Lesser Evil donated all the popcorn, and we had a sticker on the popcorn that everybody got, their plate
Saying
that
they
said,
sponsored.
you know, this was donated by Lesser Evil. Yeah, so there's silent auction prizes as well as a live auction for the big ones, like the fire truck to school and the principal for the day. And everybody will get a paddle and it gets competitive. It's fun.
We're thinking about combining some of the donations that we get to make them like experiences. So like my dream for like a one to do is to get like 2 limo companies to pay for one way each. So like down to the Norwalk shoreline, there's like a boat cruise that goes around, like kind of like Connecticut cruise kind of thing. But I'm like, if we could get them to give us 2 tickets or 6 tickets or something like that, and then we get 2 limos, now you have an experience for 6 people to go and do something. Like that would be better than just having like a one-way airport drop off for Parsons. So we're trying to combine some of them to make it maybe more of an experience, or like
Night packet.
Yeah.
Mill Plain date night package where it's like,
Schoolers to volunteers of babysitting.
yes, right? All right, gonna repeat that. But we're open to ideas, so if you have any ideas, we'd love them. I'd love to do like star cookies for the bakers at the end of the night, just like Hollywood Star kind of thing, so, you know, any bakers or someone who would want to donate 120 of them. The goal is 120 people. The room holds 180, but with all the tables of stuff that we need to put into the room, we think 120 will probably be comfortable. Obviously that is a lofty goal too, because we have not had 120 people. I think our numbers typically are around like 90 to 100, right? Maybe 110. So we're pushing to increase our numbers this year. If you have the desire to attend and you're like, I only want to go if I can sit with my friends, you will have guaranteed seating to be with the people that you want to sit with. If you purchase a full table. So when you log in and you go to buy your tickets, you're gonna have to put in a quantity of 10. And then chase after your friends to give you $100 per ticket. Then you can put your names in the box and put all of you there. If you're a group of 6 and you put your names in, we're gonna do everything in our power to like put you all together. But obviously, sometimes that if we have like 8 tables of 6, you can't do that. We'll have to split people up. You know, one group's gonna get split up, so we're gonna
You
try.
can't buy a table, you can't buy a table of 6, you can buy a table of 8, like it's gotta be a full table of 10. If you want to go a table round.
There's still a box to put who you want to sit with,
Yeah.
even if you buy it.
So if you're not buying a whole table, just buy for your couple.
And you can put
And you can write down.
people you wanna sit.
And if you don't have anyone you want to sit with, that's not like.
Yeah, don't not come because you don't have a
That's
quick
right,
time.
And that's been people's concern, it's like, oh, well, I don't have a group of people to go with. Don't worry about it, it's definitely going to be a seat for you, and really, we only sit down to eat. And now, we're up dancing and bidding, and all that fun stuff.
Christine, at least real quick question. Have you guys thought about like having table captains? Like, has that ever been a thing? So I know for the lacrosse bingo recently, right? There's table captains. So you can buy a whole table and you list whoever your captain is. And that way there, it's kind of like less on you and more on the other person to fill their table, right? So like you can buy a whole table. Theirs is $700. Yours is a little bit cheaper. But like just saying, okay, Amber's my captain. We're going to have 10 people, whatever it is, and then it's up to us to fill the tables.
And
So
figure out-
just a thought, like
The
it's
only
worked
issue-
out for them very well, but
And I love the ideas, so please keep bringing them. The only issue is if I don't have a table captain. And I want to attend, but I also want to sit with Liz and Josh,
yeah.
how do I? Still make that, like, for us, for Christine and I, we won't be able to try to put those people together. Because we
So
won't,
what they do is like via Venmo. So when you send it in, they'll list like, this is my table captain. If you don't have a captain, here is
Got
who I'd like to sit with. And then they kind of make the table arrangements based on that. And I don't know if this is helpful or more confusing, to be honest, but like just
I
a
think-
thought.
10 tickets, I guess I would be the table captain, and then I would.
Deal with them,
Right,
you and
right,
maybe
right.
you're also letting us know who
Right,
you're.
if you don't-
Yeah, because like for us, we had 3 tables for lacrosse, right? 30 people. We only could fill 25. So they had the other 5 seats and tickets to distribute. Like we
Got it.
didn't prepay for them. Do you know what I mean? Like everybody paid on their own, but just wrote like who either the captain was or who they wanted to sit with, and we kind of like matched it up that way. So
Okay,
I don't know, just a thought.
I'm gonna reach back out to you, Amber, offline, and you can help me brainstorm.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Yeah.
Or who do you know?
The Pro Kids Show, we arranged him back, that was, happened virtually, I believe, during COVID. He's a magician, ventriloquist, entertainment. He's kind, be pretty awesome show. So he'll be coming in the end of February for the kids, but then also we are operating free family shows that same night. It's a different show than what the kids have seen that afternoon. And there'll be 2 sessions, I think it's at 5:30 and 7:15 here, so. We'll be posting more information about that, but just keep the evening of February 25th available. The budget is happening again now, the town budget, school budget, all that good fun stuff. Dr. Craw will be having a meeting with all of the district PTOs, on February 26th at 6:30. FS Scotty's will also be streaming it also. He'll give us a summary of what he's proposing, how the presentation works, and then he's really open for any Q&A that anybody has. So we'll send another reminder out about that, but keep that evening open if you're interested in coming. teachers' favorites, we got a whole lot of them right before the holidays. They're on our website, a special tab of teachers' favorites. Which if we get more, we will continue to add them. The calendar is also, I think it's on our website, isn't it?
The 2026, 2027 is not, but it's
We'll
on
add
the
it.
school calendar.
We'll add that calendar. Before we go into the others, we have, two thank you notes. Dear NFBS PTO, thank you so much for the generous Starbucks gift card. Thank you for all you do for our school. It is greatly appreciated. And that is from Mary Bryan. She's a para. And PTO, thank you so much for having Jen and I at your meeting. You are truly a special bunch. Thank you for hearing us. Also, Winter Wonderland was amazing. Thank you for allowing me to volunteer. Happy holidays, Becky. Questions? All right. I'll do the discussion now.
Yeah.
Just real quick, Renee from the gym staff came over and said that they have a cashier spot available. What did she say? 9 to 2 or 10 to 3, following the school days. So if anyone is interested or knows anyone that's interested. Yeah.
It's kind of cool too, because if you do take that job, she said you can. She said you can collect unemployment in the summer. So if you do the 9 to 2 or 10 to 3 during the school year, it obviously follows the school days. You know, you have the opportunity to
Also over
collect unemployment.
for spring and spring break.
Okay, also the 2 breaks, you can collect unemployment. And then she just said the one requirement is like you have to be able to lift 25 pounds. Cause you have like boxes and things that need to be lifted. So if anyone knows of anyone looking for a part-time position, that could be a good one. And then there's something else. I'm curious on 2 things. First, I'd love feedback on the laser tag. I know that we haven't asked for that just yet, but I would love feedback on it. We're not gonna do it next year. Or we're planning to do it next year. I think it's never every other year kind of thing. I also think I'd rather bring it back here where we could actually make the room dark. Instead of it being so bright the way it was. But anybody who has any thoughts or it would be greatly appreciated if you could share your feedback. Okay.
I thought it
other-
was wonderful, Elise. My boys really, really enjoyed it. The only complaint was they would have liked it dark. And
Yeah.
granted, we were there for like all 3 sessions, but like they really had a good time. I think the music could have been a little like louder, you know, like just kind of to dull the noise from the kids.
Right.
But they really, really loved it.
So then it's something that I would consider, thank you, bringing back and doing again, but maybe we put it into the consolidated in our school where we know we can control the environment a little bit better as opposed to the high school. I think it was just harder, you know, they have that entire wall of windows all the way around, so. In the ceiling, yeah, it's not even like we can cover them up, and they said that they can shut those emergency lights, but I mean, we did it for Winter Wonderland and it was fine,
Yeah.
so. And then the other thing is like, I want to post on I wanna post everything as soon as we know it, so like.
No.
We did Sweetheart Dance, I like wanna do the auction, I wanna add the Pro Kids Show. But I think at some point it kind of overwhelms when you have too much coming at you at once. As parents, like, what do you prefer? Would you rather wait a couple weeks before we post on the Pro Kids Show? Like, or do you want to know the date and be able to be reminded on a regular basis? What,
Maybe send out like just a list of dates and then reminders as it gets closer. Because it does get overwhelming when you like, you have to post and then the next day there's something else.
To that point, like the Pro Kids thing, parents need to know that there is a night option so they can plan around sports and activities and get here in time. So those kinds of things I assume parents, like Aaron said, they should have some kind of list.
we have a newsletter that's going out. Lexi puts together a newsletter after our meeting, so we've been sending that out. It's also posted, but I feel like sometimes it has additional information that's not just dates, but some people are overlooking. So maybe.
I think one of the most helpful thing you guys have done is sent out that list in the beginning of the year of every month of what you're doing. I actually looked at it today and I was like, okay, what's going on in February? Like, what are we going to be doing? So I think that is super helpful. Um, it gets a little chaotic. Like we have Kids Hearts Challenge now. We have all these things as just, class wise, what we're trying to do. But if you can give us advance notice, especially things that require babysitters, like Liz said, like nights out, that's advance notice, definitely.
Right.
By grade too.
Yeah, we can send different things by grade level, but a lot of the stuff that we send is
So I
like,
mean, like, even like. This is huge and we would have to sit down and do it, but like even on our website have tabs for like, because like. I find myself skimming, like, oh no, this is 3 to 5th, wait, no, that's only 2nd grade, and like trying to figure out
Family
what
connection
applies to
wise.
me.
yeah,
But family connection wise, but even like the flyers that sometimes get sent out, if it's not in big letters at the top, 1st grade, 2nd grade, come see us, I have to skim who's available too, so I feel like if. In this moving forward, we have tabs for like 1st grade, it's like, here's all the signups for 1st grade and things available to you and what's going on. Might
need a website,
make it less overwhelming. I got you.
I think. All right, cool. Passion job done. Calendar block. Okay, parliamentary.
Michelle, you got
You're up.
updates for us?
Yeah, so we have a bunch of checks going out today, and then I would send the email with, the new hard close date of March 1. And I outlined to people that March 1st is the last day you can submit, and that's to get a check on March 11th, whatever the next thing is following that. And that's really it.
Do you,
There, if you want to, and this might just be something you can discuss after, but I have not gotten anything from Saracen. Requesting.
That's probably just because she reached out. to
Yeah,
us
she didn't
directly.
pay for it, we paid the whole,
Oh, okay, I thought she was,
it's her grant.
she's just, okay,
She's
she didn't
applying
pay for it.
She didn't know, the PTO,
Okay,
the PTO did
Okay.
the whole thing. I think when I sent the invoice to Shannon,
and she was just saying, she'll forfeit her grant.
correct,
Okay, okay.
she wants to
That
put hers.
makes sense.
So when I sent the invoice for the decals, I think I said 250 from grant and then the rest from.
You did say that, sorry, it's in my.
Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure I did.
My next one, I just showed the checks that went out today, the person, I assumed that it was by December. So because we didn't have a December meeting, I told everybody that it was anything that was submitted, any receipts that were submitted from basically November 12th, which was the day after our last meeting, which was the last time checks were dispersed, through yesterday.
Okay.
And so anybody that's
First submission
yesterday, I added to it.
okay,
So anything from today through March 1st, we'll get.
okay.
Thank you.
Shannon, you could do your report. I don't think you need to go line by line for the two of them, but. I guess, why don't we just, is there anything you specifically want to share on the treasurer report? Why don't you guys take a peek at the treasurer report, and then anyone that has any questions, we can direct them to Shannon?
And I have a bill from the council.
Okay.
Okay, there
was
one that stick. Okay, that explains because.
I paid it, I went online to pay it and I told them, like, I didn't get a receipt, can you confirm that?
Okay, because there's. If I was in the old, I got treasurer email when I was conversing with them, so that's where the bill went, but it's from me like. I don't know if I got paid. So I checked today, and then there was an email back like, it looks like you tried to pay online, but it didn't go through, so then I was like, I don't think. But so she attached the bill, but it was like somebody else's bill. I'm like, well, this isn't our bill, so then I, okay, so you did try to, okay, well,
It was like 600. I don't remember how much.
yeah, well, that's the one was less, but it wasn't our name on it, and then there was another bill that had. More.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
I think we're missing people.
And we can, because I feel like they added in like a fee on it, and I was gonna tell you about it.
975.
Yeah, so we're like, and we can now relate, but it's like yearly.
But we're in the house.
Yeah. And-
Yeah.
And I tried to pay it up, I'll call them again. I was like,
All right, you're, okay.
Oh, yeah, like, you're good. And then it was a holiday.
They're not, they're not.
So if anyone knows a tax cut.
Yeah, well, and I tried to switch it the last minute this year, but like it was the 50th time for all the tax count, so. it's like, sometimes, but next year they wanna consider, honestly, we could go without it. I think like. Third party.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to take that on.
But it's so, it's like, you really don't need, I mean, like so little for the,
Yeah.
you know, to teach the thing, and we're not. Right, well, that's the other thing too, yeah. Sure. Yeah, sure, but I don't know, I just feel like, do we need to run the thing or something?
Right. I think that would.
But like money monitor does,
Right.
we'll do it, maybe that counts.
Is someone a tax accountant? Let's do it.
There has to be a tax
Oh, there's plenty, yeah, there's.
Yeah. I just give me a little bit.
They won't want their name on it either.
I don't want to sign mine.
Does anyone have any questions on it?
No.
So upcoming events, they're listed down below. We went over all of them, the agenda, so. Any questions or comments about anything in your team?
You guys have anything, any questions?
Minutes.
Oh, sorry. So what happened the next month, November?
Upcoming events.
Okay, make a motion to approve the minutes of November. Okay, thanks, Karen. All right, all in favor? Great. Nope. Give me the great.
From November. Who remembers?
All right, Lexi and Liz are writing out their tickets for.
Is there anything anybody wants, I mean, I know we just said public comments. It's been a long conversation, I'm not sure if anybody wants to talk about it.
I just have one shout out. I want to thank Shannon, honestly, for Winter Wonderland. Her brain power and work and timeless effort was amazing to really do an amazing job. And the support of the PTO when we got there to do the setup and everything, like we could not have done it without you. So thank you.
Snaps for Shannon.
All right.
Amber.
And both of you, you guys both did awesome.
They do.
Does anyone here have any questions? I just feel like it's loud here today.
All right, the winner
No.
is Elton.
Oh, cool. Who do you want to send it to?
Sullivan.
Awesome.
Right.
All right, thank you, everybody. If you have anything, send it over to us. We're gonna post this on the YouTube page, and any other stuff you have for us, let us know. Have a good day. Hi, Bevan.
Cut off.
I have somebody,
I'm watching them.